Welcome to the Husky Highlight Show. I'm Lauren Lemieux.
And I'm Jacob Thorpe.
And we're here inside of Alaska Airlines Arena. Now the Huskies were predicted to come out with the win tonight. They were tied at the top of the Pac-12, and the Utah Utes were way down at the bottom, but they managed to pull off the win tonight.
That's right, Lauren. The Utes beat them inside, they beat them outside. It never really felt that close. It was 74-65, and we'll show you how it happened in these highlights.
The Utes set the pace right off the bat, scoring the first two baskets of the game. This layup was the first of many from Jason Washburn and brought the score to 2-0 with 19:33 left in the half. About a minute and a half later, Aziz Njai scored first for the Huskies with this lay-in, but within 3 minutes, Utah got a 10-point lead off this jumper from Jason Washburn at 12-2 with 15 left in the first. Redshirt freshman guard Andrew Andrews did work off the bench tonight for the Huskies. He hit this jumper to bring the score to 14-6 Utah at 13:42. Gernard Giroux also did good things for the UW off the bench. He hit back-to-back jumpers to put the score at 18-11 with 10:44 left in the first and had a total of 6 points and 6 rebounds for the night. Andrews hit another jumper with 7:42 left to put the score at 21-13, but Washburn answered right back for the Utes with this score. Then, at 5:33, Brandon Taylor, Utah's leading scorer of the night with 19, hit this three to give the Utes their largest lead yet of 13 points at 28-15. 30 seconds later, Abdul Gadi tried to get things going for the Huskies with this jumper, but Utah wasn't having it, and a minute later, Leverage hit this shot, giving the Utes a 13-point lead once again with 3:57 left at 30-17. The Huskies rallied and brought the score within 6 at 31-25 with this tray bomb from senior Scott Suggs, but Utah held steady and the Huskies headed to the locker room trailing by 8 at 33-25. Things didn't look too good for the Huskies at the start or at any point of the second. The Utes took control once again as Cedric Martin hit this jumper a minute and 30 seconds into the half, bringing the score to 35-25. Giroux once again brought some energy from the bench when he hit this jumper with 14:22 left, but the Huskies were still down 10 at 41-31. With 13 minutes left to play, a heavily guarded C.J. Wilcox made his scoring debut for the night with this three to put the score at 44-34. Then came three number 2 from Wilcox, but his offensive presence wouldn't make a difference for the Dogs, and just like the first, they trailed the entire second half. Andrews swished this three to bring the Huskies' deficit to 6 with 4:04 left to play at 58-52. But as the clock ran down, the Huskies had to start playing the foul game with just under 2 minutes left in an effort to get control, but the Utes weren't having it and they held their ground, hitting 10 of their last 14 free throws. Again, Andrews brought the score within 6 with another tray bomb with 30 seconds left on the clock, but the Utah Utes prevailed with a 74-65 victory over the Huskies and their first Pac-12 conference win of the season.
All right, now the Huskies struggled on a lot of things tonight, but they really had trouble down in the paint. Jacob, let's talk about those Utah posts.
Oh, Jason Washburn destroyed the Huskies today. He got up to a quick 8 points. He finished 8 of 11. You know, Aziz Njai had been such a force in the paint for the Huskies these past few weeks, but Jason Washburn had none of it. He finished 8 of 11, including this three-pointer. I don't really know why he took it. He was getting everything he wanted down low. Now, where the Huskies really struggled tonight, Lauren, was shooting the basketball. They put up 19 more shots than Utah, but it really didn't matter because they couldn't get the ball in the hoop. C.J. Wilcox, who's their go-to scorer, didn't get a point on the board until 13 minutes left in the game. Now, he finished with 14 points, but they need him to be a consistent scoring threat throughout the basketball game to open things up for the rest of the team.
Definitely, and you have to give Utah credit for face guarding him basically the entire game. They did a really nice job of defending him. But one positive thing that we can see from the UW's offense tonight was Andrew Andrews. He was the leading scorer with 17 points, and he made a lot of big threes at the end of the game. Now, it didn't get them the win, but him having that experience of pressure cookers at the end of the game, needing to hit those big shots, is a huge thing for the Huskies. That's definitely going to come in handy down the road.
Going forward, the Huskies have a pair of big games coming up, Lauren, at Oregon State at 8:30 on Wednesday, and then at Oregon on Saturday at 4. Do you think they're going to be ready for those games, or are they still going to be reeling after a bad loss like this?
I think they'll definitely come together and get ready for the game. I think it helps that they're playing OSU on Wednesday, get things started off with the easier team. Not to mention they have the memory of last year's Pac-12 tournament. OSU bumped them out, so hopefully you'll have a little revenge from the returning players there. And then Saturday, it's going to be tough. The Oregon Ducks are looking good this year, but hopefully they can pull off 2 big road wins, which they really need at this point.
Oh, definitely, Lauren. They've already had 3 bad losses at home, and they're walking a fine line right now with not only their NCAA, but their NIT resumes.
All right, well, it's still pretty early in Pac-12 play, so we'll just have to see how those Huskies do on the road next week. We'll be down in Eugene on Saturday, so be sure to check out the Husky Highlight Show Sunday morning. For Jacob, I'm Lauren. Thanks for watching.